Happy Friday, everyone. We've got Steve Abramowicz with us with the Mill Creek View podcast. He's back again to tell us about some interesting things. We were just chatting before we went live here. How's it going this morning?
It's going great. No one warned me about these Tennessee allergies, though, so you might hear that. That plus 5 shows in a week. It's hard on the vocal cords, as you know, Donna.
Yes, I was sniffing myself just before we went live, trying to get the last of the out. So, how's it going? Tell us about I really want to talk about this. You have a really interesting interview on your podcast that has a Franklin connection that I think we'd all be interested in. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, you bet. So coming up this next week, so be sure to tune in. We have Andy Irwin, who is one of the Irwin brothers who just put out the movie called Jesus Revolution. They live here in Franklin, Tennessee. Their dad, Hank, does as well. And he's a proud papa. They just released that movie last Friday. It's beat all box office expectations. We're really proud of them. Hometown boys doing this. And so Andy will be on the show to talk all about how it was to create the movie, where the inspiration came from, and the success that it's having. And if I could just say one more thing, in the history of film, and there's a lot of films out there, from Gone with the Wind, obviously, to go back to the Lumieres, only 3 directors have ever won A+ ratings on 3 movies by CinemaScope. Steven Spielberg, we've all heard of. Rob Reiner, of course, we've all heard of. And now the Irwin brothers. This is their 3rd A+ rated movie. So I'm thrilled to have them on, and I'm thrilled to let them represent Tennessee.
Wow, that's incredible. I did not know that. I had heard there was some connection, but I hadn't heard exactly what it was. So that's really interesting that you're telling us about that.
And that's why the show is important, because there's been so many wonderful things in Tennessee that have been happening, and people need to know about them.
Yes. Where did they film this? Did they tell you? Was it anywhere local?
Oh, it's a Los Angeles story, true story, and so it's filmed on location there. But they are the directors and producers of the movie, and they happen to live here. Just a lot of, we are Hollywood East, so it is going to be more and more frequent that happens. But it is nice that they're willing to come on my show and be local.
Yes, pretty amazing. So check that out. Tell us when that's airing. Thursday. Okay. So you got a few days. Also, something I think is fascinating for Tennessee that people may not know. We now have our own professional rodeo team, the Nashville Stampede, but you talked to someone. Yeah. I didn't even realize this until we were talking. UT Martin has his own rodeo team. You talked to the former coach. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So the UT Martin Athletics has the Skyhawks Rodeo. And for the last 30+ years, they've had one head coach. His name is John Luthi. He just retired last year. He currently is the last coach, because the season hasn't started yet, who also coached Cole Walker, who is the national championship rodeoer. He's a junior, will be a senior next season at the UT Martin. And so I was honored to have him come on and talk about his career, a lot of the folks that he oversaw. He met Chris Ledoux, who's a hero of mine.
Oh, wow. Chris Ledoux, yeah.
Yep. Because, he's been in rodeo. And so there's a 17-team circuit the University of Tennessee Martin is in, and they have national champions coming out of there, men and women, and barrel racers and bull riders and bronc riders. It was a great story, wonderful career. He put Tennessee Martin on the map. And now they have a new head coach who's also a former rodeoer, whose grandfather and father were also rodeo rowers. So it's going to continue on into the future, in my opinion. And they obviously do their spring rodeo every year. It's a great thing. I'm going to go down to it. I'm thrilled. UT Martin Skyhawks Rodeo.
Wow. And now that one just aired.
Yes, that one's available on Rumble and iTunes and Spotify, all your favorite podcasting spots. If you want to see them live, you can look at it at Rumble. That came out on, I've forgotten now, Wednesday. But we've had Thursday and Tuesday, so the show is going full guns.
Wow, so just a couple of days ago. You guys go check that out. We also have our local rodeo. The Franklin Rodeo is coming up in May. It's a long-standing tradition. If you've never been to it, it is so much fun. You got to go.
Absolutely. We'll be promoting that. And a lot of those kids from University of Tennessee Martin will probably be competing. So we'll have a connection as well.
So before we wrap up here, tell everybody about your podcast, how many times it airs, and where people can find it.
Yep. Right now it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're about to open up a Saturday business owners CEO show, the Saturday special. So there'll be 4 days a week, and this voice had better come back quick. And you can find it on all your favorite podcasting channels and Rumble as well.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next month. Next month is going to be May 4th. So we'll have some interesting things to talk about then.
Oh, we got a packed schedule of calendars for this month and next. So we'll have lots to talk about.
All right. We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Donna.